Welcome to Arcane Origins, and today we're going to talk about the story from Cain and Abel to the flood. And Adam knew Eve his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain, saying, I have gotten a man with the help of God. Later she bore his brother Abel, and Abel became a keeper of sheep, but Cain was a tiller of the ground. In the course of time, Cain brought to God an offering of the fruit of the ground. Abel also brought of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat portions. And God looked with favor upon Abel and his offering, but he did not regard Cain and his offering. So Cain was very angry, and his face fell. Then God said to Cain, Why are you angry, and why is your countenance fallen? If you do well, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do well, sin is crouching at the door. Its desire is for you, but you must master it. But Cain spoke to Abel his brother, and when they were in the field, Cain rose up against Abel and killed him. Then God said to Cain, Where is Abel your brother? He said, I do not know. Am I my brother's keeper? And God said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries to me from the ground. Now you are cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you till the ground, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth. Cain said, My punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, you have driven me away from the face of the earth, and from your presence I shall be hidden. And God set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. So Cain went out from the presence of God and dwelt in the land of Nod, east of Eden. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son and called his name Seth, for she said, God has appointed me another offspring instead of Abel, whom Cain slew. And men began to call upon the name of the Lord. Now it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth and daughters were born to them, that the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were fair, and they took wives for themselves whomever they chose. Then God said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for he is flesh. His days shall be 120 years. There were giants on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the sons of God came in to the daughters of men, and they bore children to them. These were the mighty men of old, men of renown. But God saw that the wickedness of man was great upon the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And God was grieved in his heart. So the Lord said, I will blot out man whom I have created from the face of the earth, man and beast, and creeping thing and birds of the air, for I am sorry that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of God. Noah was a righteous man, blameless in his generation. Noah walked with God. And God said to Noah, The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. Behold, I will destroy them with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. Room shall you make in the ark, and you shall cover it inside and out with pitch. And God gave Noah the pattern of the ark, its length, its breadth, and its height, a refuge for all living things. And God said, Behold, I will bring a flood of waters upon the earth, to destroy all flesh in which is the breath of life under heaven. But with you will I establish my covenant, and you shall come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Of every living thing, 2 of every kind shall come to you to keep them alive. Noah did all that God commanded him. Then the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. Rain fell upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and the waters rose and lifted the ark above the earth. Every high mountain under the whole heaven was covered. All flesh perished that moved upon the earth, birds, cattle, beasts, creeping things, and every man. Only Noah and those with him in the ark remained alive, and the waters prevailed upon the earth 150 days. But God remembered Noah and all that were with him in the ark. And God made a wind pass over the earth, and the waters began to subside. The fountains of the deep and the windows of heaven were stopped, and the rain from heaven was restrained. The waters gradually decreased, and in the 7th month, the ark came to rest upon the mountains of Ararat. After 40 days, Noah opened the window of the ark and sent forth a raven, which went to and fro until the waters dried from the earth. Then he sent forth a dove to see if the waters had subsided. But the dove found no place to rest her foot, and she returned to him. He waited 7 more days, and again sent forth the dove, and it returned with a freshly plucked olive leaf in its beak. So Noah knew that the waters had abated. He waited another 7 days, and sent the dove again, but she did not return. Then Noah removed the covering of the ark and looked, and behold, the surface of the ground was dry. And God spoke to Noah, saying, "Come out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons and their wives. Bring forth every living thing with you, that they may breed abundantly on the earth, and be fruitful and multiply." So Noah went out, and every creature with him. Then Noah built an altar to God, and took of every clean animal and every clean bird, and offered burnt offerings upon the altar. And God smelled the pleasing aroma, and said in his heart, "I will never again curse the ground for man's sake, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I again strike down every living thing as I have done. While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease." And God blessed Noah and his sons, saying, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." Then God set his rainbow in the clouds as a covenant between him and the earth. Never again shall the waters become a flood to destroy. Follow and subscribe for the part 3 of this video, in that we will discuss about the story called the Tower of Babel to Abraham's covenant.